Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of Quarter Life Questions. My name is Gino. This is Sam and Gino's channel, and this is a podcast, a solo podcast where I just talk about things that are happening or that are on my mind as someone who's 25 years old and the kind of things that have been going on. So at the moment, I'm in Dubai. I've been here for about 4 or 5 days now, and I'm here for another 2 or 3 days, and that's why this podcast is out late. I've just been busy. So basically, what's going on in Dubai? It is hot as balls here, firstly, like 40 degrees. And the reason I've come over here on my own. The reason I've come over here on my own is that I'm considering a relocation, and I've spoke about this in previous episodes, but I've never went into too much detail about it. But I'm considering relocating to Dubai. I'm looking at jobs, I'm looking at areas to live. So I've come here on my own, not so much on a holiday, but more to try and figure things out. Try to figure out if I like it here. I've obviously never been to, not obviously, but I've never been here before. And I wanted to make sure like I like the area, the weather, the kind of people I meet, and just the general, the general place. Like make sure I like the way things are done, the way things are going on. I wanted to meet people for job interviews. I wanted to visit jiu-jitsu gyms. I wanted to visit regular gyms. I wanted to visit areas. And so far it's pretty good here, to be fair. The heat is extremely hot. But it's not unmanageable. I thought it'd be harder to breathe, and apparently it gets better from obviously going into the winter months. It gets a bit nicer here. So this is not the hottest. It's been July and June, I think, are the worst, but this is still 40 degrees and it is manageable. Middle of the day you don't really go out. You kind of go out in the morning. Middle of the day you don't, like I went out the first day I got here, middle of the day, a lot of places were closed. And then nighttime is obviously booming all around the city. I'm staying in the marina area, or JBR area. The marina's behind me, and then I've gone to visit downtown. I've gone to visit Business Bay. I've gone to visit Dubai Creek Harbour, and I'm just visiting loads of different areas, kind of just seeing what they're all like. And today I'm going to go do some more of that. It's expensive. It is expensive here. Like coffee is kind of expensive. Alcohol is extremely expensive. But then things like your Ubers and your Deliveroos and stuff like that's pretty cheap and extremely efficient. Deliveroo, I ordered a Four Guys, is that what it's called? Yeah, sounds weird. Five Guys. I ordered a Five Guys last night, burger and chips, and like I ordered it in my hotel. No, to be fair, it's only down the road, but I ordered on Deliveroo, and by the time I put the order in and got the food back, it was like 15 minutes or something, which is really crazy. Like, and the gyms, I might include a picture of a gym I was in today. It's called Nogueira Dubai, Team Nogueira Dubai. Huge jiu-jitsu gym, but they had like 2 jiu-jitsu areas. They had a full-size cage, a full-size boxing ring. They had a cafeteria. They had a workspace, like a co-working space, and then a full weights gym. And then I went to TK MMA, which is Tam Khan's gym. I went there 2 days ago, and again, it was on like I think it was the 9th floor of a building or something, and you got a full open roof gym, all weights area, full MMA cage again, all boxing area, boxing ring, jiu-jitsu rooms, the whole lot. I didn't do any jiu-jitsu classes there, I just did weights in there. And then I went to another gym called Cobra, which was a really nice gym too. Again, just jiu-jitsu, weights, the whole lot. And it seems to be like around 100 quid a month, 100 euros a month for your membership for jiu-jitsu and weights, which isn't really that bad, to be fair. But the price of things here is expensive, but you have to remember your wages are tax-free. The quality of things have really blown me away. I kind of half expected the quality of things to be lower. I thought like the quality of buildings would be a little low. I thought the quality of food would be a bit shitty, but it hasn't been. Now, to be fair, in Ireland we're absolutely spoiled with like beef and milk and stuff like that, but I have to say I've been really impressed. Like I find the quality of the food here is a lot nicer than a lot of other countries I've been to. So the place kind of feels a little bit like America. It's just like a really hot America, but the quality of stuff is way better here. So I do like it at the moment. As I said, I've only been here a few days, obviously. And one thing I want to talk about as well is how difficult it is to meet people and make friends as like a 25-year-old or a middle-aged person. Like, so where do you go? What do you do? Obviously work is a huge one, and I'm obviously not working over here. Like I have I'm only here just to check things out, so I haven't like done anything otherwise. But obviously, if you have a job here, you're obviously going to be working with people. That's a good way to meet people. Any people I've met here have been in the gym, in jiu-jitsu, so I've met 3 or 4 different people, a couple of Irish people, Russian people and stuff like that I have on Instagram now, and they've been extremely helpful, extremely nice, give me loads of info, so that was a good way to meet people. Spoke to a few people in some of the weights gyms, a little bit harder there, a little bit more like, you don't really approach people in the gym, I suppose, but it's something you don't think about when you're leaving somewhere on your own. So if you go somewhere on your own, or I'm sure a lot of you have probably done this, but when you, like, a lot of people leave for, let's say, Australia or Canada, and they go in a group with them, and then you have your friends and stuff like that. But if you go somewhere on your own, you're starting all again, and of course all your friends are on your phone and all like that, but you can't be just on your phone all the time. So you're trying to meet people, trying to talk to people, trying to find the people you like. So obviously it's great to have a sport to do that. Like, one of the guys I met in jiu-jitsu, he's an Irish guy, he was saying he joined like the GA team here as soon as he started, and he made like 10 friends off the bat. Now, I don't do GA, but like things like that are good. So I have felt quite blessed to have jiu-jitsu here for that kind of thing. And people here are so nice, so friendly, especially like there's not a lot of locals here, really. I think it's something like 90% of people that live here are expats. But like anyone I've met, they're all kind of here for the same reason. They're all here, they want to work, they want to make money, they want to just a change of scenery from themselves, and everyone is kind of willing to talk to you and make friends with you, or even try and make friends with you, because everyone's kind of in the same boat. No one really knows anyone here that long, because no one's been here that long. But one thing you have to be careful of, you can't get sucked into the sauce, for want of a better word, because you will burn money here. And it's tough because you go around, like, I'm seeing supercars as common as you see an Audi or a BMW in Ireland. You're walking around, there's Lamborghini Uruses. I saw 4 Lamborghini Uruses just kind of parked near each other the other day. Purple one, an orange one, a white one, and a black one. I was like, that's crazy. Like, I've seen like 1 Urus in Ireland in my whole life, and that was at a supercar run. So things like that you have to be conscious of. Like, I went to the Dubai Mall, which is the biggest mall in the world, and I went there I wanted to just obviously have a look around or whatever, and I got my breakfast there in a French cafe, and yeah, this is what I mean, like, this is how easy it happens. And my friends were laughing at me and my parents were laughing at me, but basically I sat down and I was looking around. So I was sitting down here, and you had like a Rolex store, a Patek Philippe store, you had I think there was like a big huge Dior store, and there was a Jacob and Co. So you're kind of surrounded by all, like, I was in the watch area obviously, but there was loads of fashion brands around as well. And I was sitting there, and then you see like just seeing all these kind of people around you, and you're spotting, especially for me because I like watches, you're spotting all these watches everywhere, and you're seeing like just platinum day dates and hundreds of thousands of euros worth of watches all over the place. So I was sitting down, and you're kind of buzzing off this, like, because you can't not find it motivating, some of the stuff you see over here. And like G-Wagons are like they're like common over here, they're everywhere. But anyway, so I sat down and I ordered my breakfast, and I was like, okay, so you scan the menu on your phone, and I was looking through it, and there was like scrambled eggs with caviar on it. I was like, oh, okay. But like, I knew, like, obviously if you're gonna live here, you're not gonna be ordering shit like that. But I was like, fuck it, I am on a holiday at the end of the day, so I ordered that, and just like a macchiato and a bottle of water. I think it cost me 50 euros for that. But you can obviously do things way cheaper. Like, I've had much cheaper dinners that were just as nice, Turkish dinners and Lebanese dinners and all this kind of stuff. So the food, they have every type of food over here, and it is all good. It's not like when you go to like Thailand, you order an Italian food and they fucking, comes out, tastes like shit. Like, but they can do the different types of cuisines here, which is quite nice. There's a huge Irish presence here, huge English presence here, a lot of Russians, which is really cool. I got to train with a lot of Russians and absolutely get smashed by them, but that was very cool as well. But no, it's a great place. The making friends thing is probably the hardest thing, I'd say. Now, obviously, I've only been here a few days, and if you live here, I'm sure you'd get there eventually. But that's one thing that would kind of scare me a little bit. So if any of you have any experience with that kind of stuff, want to drop me a message or a comment or something about that, any tips you have on how to do it, that would be cool. So yeah, otherwise though, it's a cool place. I'd recommend, if you haven't been here, come here, save a bit of money if you're coming on a holiday. It is expensive here. It's similar to Ireland price wise in a lot of ways, But like if you want to go drinking here, it's like a pint could be 12, 13 euro, 14 euro. Cocktail could be 20 euro. Pardon me. So it is quite expensive here. A lot of myths. Well, what seemed like myths when I'm walking around, like, you know, a lot of people saying, oh, you can't like hold your girlfriend's hand in public. I've seen loads of people holding their girlfriend's hands in public. You know, saying like, oh, women have to like cover their whole bodies. Again, that's not, doesn't seem to be. See where I am, like we're at the beach. JBR beach is right outside my window. So you can, you can't really see it. But yeah, so you know, like there's a lot of things like that. They're like, oh, I think, okay, Dubai may have been like that before, and I think Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi, even, which is only an hour away, would be kind of more strict. But I think here it has been quite westernized in that kind of sense. But there is some really nice things, like all around the streets. There's free water everywhere, so you have free water fountains all over the streets. Public bathrooms, extremely clean public bathrooms. There is a very, very cheap workforce here, so they do have a lot of staff for things that you wouldn't think they have staff for. Like I was in just a gastro pub or whatever, like a food kind of pub place, pretty regular kind of thing, it wasn't expensive. And I went to the bathroom and I was like, I went to wash my hands, and there was a guy there, he hit the tap for me, and I was like, oh, thanks. And I washed my hands, and then he like just put soap into my hands for me, and I was like, oh, thank you. Then I went to grab a towel. He's like, no, sir. And then he took the towel and gave me the towel to dry my hands. So I was like, okay. I was like, sure. To me, that's a job that, you know, obviously doesn't need to be there, but it must be because the wages are so low that they can afford to pay people to do this. And so then naturally I went to tip him, because I haven't been carrying around that much cash here. I've been caught a few times, like when I pulled up to the hotel originally, there was valet parking, and I didn't have any cash to give him, but I went and got some and came back and gave it to him. But I'm not really 100% sure what the tipping culture here is. I've asked people, they said like it's not really expected. Like that guy in the bathroom wouldn't take the tip, and it was only like 10. I think I'm carrying around like tens. I think so, 10 dirhams, which is like €2.50 or something like that. And I was handed it to him. He's no. And eventually, anyway, I just left it on the counter and walked away, because this man's basically washed my hands for me, like. But so things like that, it takes a bit of getting used to. But the service is next to none. Anyone making, like, if you're ordering a coffee or you're in a restaurant or in the hotels, everyone is so good, so friendly, everything's so efficient, just working just so well. So yeah, that's something that obviously will take a bit of getting used to over here. It's a nice place, and I don't really have much topics. I haven't been thinking much about other things at the moment. Obviously I've just been here, so I know we usually talk about loads of different topics. So I just wanted to kind of talk about what's on my mind, and that's the kind of stuff that's on my mind. So Dubai, what it's like here, considering relocating. You're at that age now. I'll be 26 in a few weeks. I have no ties to Ireland besides obviously my family, but I have no girlfriend, no anything like that. And it seems like a good time to maybe go try to explore something like this, which is tough. It's a tough decision to make, because I have a really great job. I love my job in Ireland, like, and I love the lads I work with. I love my boss and Marty, who I work with, and everyone else. It's a really great place to work. So it will be a hard decision to make. Obviously, you're uprooting your entire life to halfway across the world, but sometimes you just have to do things like that. So, and it's no harm. Sometimes you get too comfortable in situations. You need to put yourself in an uncomfortable one. So we'll see what happens. I haven't made any decisions yet, but I'm just looking into it all at the moment. But yeah, so that's kind of it. I don't really have any other topics. If you have any tips on how to make friends as a fucking alone adult in a new country, let me know. And if you have any tips on Dubai, let me know, or any questions that I haven't touched on. I might not know the answer to. I've obviously only been here a few days, but yeah, there we go. That's the story. So thanks so much. Short episode today. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below, send me a message. And I didn't do any of the questions that you sent in, but I'll do them next week when I'm home in episode 9. It's nearly, so this is 8 weeks of doing this now, so it's pretty good. It's getting good traction. So thanks everyone who's listened, and talk to you soon. Cheers.